Okay, we got a video request. Somebody asked me to speak on what do I think about Andy Ruiz not wanting to fight in the UK. And this is what I think about that. Well, number one, if you follow my channel, then you know how I feel about Anthony Joshua going over to the UK to fight. This is what I think about that. I think it looks bad on Anthony Joshua if he does want to go fight in the UK. And it also, peep this, it also looks bad on Andy Ruiz if he doesn't want to go to the UK. Now, I know that might confuse some of y'all, so let me explain to what I mean. Everybody know that Anthony Joshua is supposed to run that back in the United States. You know what I'm saying? That's just for him to keep his credibility intact completely and to pick up where he left off and just be looked at as a glitch. He has to run it back in America. Okay? For Andy Ruiz not wanting to go over to the UK to fight Anthony Joshua, the reason why that looks bad is because, have it be told, you supposedly blew out Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Have Wilder fans tell it, you wrecked this dude from limb to limb and you made it look easy. Okay? You made it look easy to beat this man. And you said he couldn't box. Okay? So, what fear do you have going to fight him over in the UK? Unless you feel like the Anthony Joshua that you fought was a fluke. You guys follow me on that? Okay? Because if he's robotic, if he's stiff, if you're going to throw him on punches, and if you're going to outbox him again, just like you said you did, and since everybody claims you make the first time look so easy, why do you not have confidence in doing that in the UK? That lets me know that even Andy Ruiz knows that the person he fought was not the real Anthony Joshua. To add on top of that, Anthony Joshua did fight in the United States. So if he did want to run it back at home, I would take you kind of owe him that, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand A side and B side and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, truthfully, and this is how I would feel if I was Andy Ruiz, I would be so thankful to Anthony Joshua. Look how Anthony Joshua changed that boy's life. Big old crib, rolling around in a Rolls Royce. He's in history books for life. Ain't no telling you, they'll probably never get another heavyweight Mexican again. He might be the only one in the history books. You know? But I would be so thankful and grateful and so happy about the way my life turns around. Joshua, say we could go fight in Sierra Leone, or we could go fight in Iceland. I'd be like, okay, cool. Especially if I really felt all that stuff that I felt about Anthony Joshua. I don't care where we go. Same thing gonna happen again. Now, the other thing I think about it is this. They're openly saying that there's corruption in boxing. Okay? Because if you're that confident you'll beat Joshua, and if you're that leery that Joshua won't beat Andy Ruiz, that you have to go back to the UK, then they're openly admitting that there's always strings to be pulled in boxing. And location and where a person fights has a lot to do with who is going to win the fight. That's what they're saying. That's exactly what they're saying. What more comfort can it give Anthony Joshua to fight in the UK other than training at his home gym and being in familiar territory? You know? Tell me that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Anthony Joshua spend like 2 months over in Dubai? Didn't he do that? You know what I'm saying? He was over in Dubai for a long time. Now, I don't know what the time like is over there. My point is, Joshua is not strange. You know what I'm saying? It's not out of the ordinary for him to go someplace and stay there for a while. And let me tell you like this. How much of an advantage could Anthony Joshua need if literally the next day this dude was out playing basketball with the locals? So how much comfort? That's being comfortable. Dude, you just took one of the most embarrassing boxing losses I personally have ever seen. And the next few days, you out there playing basketball with the locals and they clowning you and roasting you. He can't feel that much. He can't feel that uncomfortable in the United States. So I don't want to hear that. But I will say this, just like I said before, I cannot stand behind these guys if they go back to the UK. I sincerely mean that. And I already told y'all about my balls and my word. I don't break them for nobody. You know what I'm saying? If Anthony Joshua and his team, and he lets Eddie Hearn drag him back to the UK to fight Andy Ruiz, I cannot lie to you. He will not be the same to me. You know, seriously. I'm going to roast him for it. I'm letting y'all know that right now. So you guys can get ready to unsubscribe and get upset or get whatever you want, because I keep this even over here. I cannot go for that. I understand that some people can. And I boil that down to mentality and how you grew up. Well, y'all already know I'm from Detroit, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So you already know what I want Anthony Joshua to do. You know what I'm saying? I come from the place of true grit. So that's what I want to see. Some people are accepting of that. And I have no problem with that. I'm telling you, I cannot accept that. Because that's not the way to go out. You know what I'm saying? You run it back where you lost it. Okay? If you want to get your belts, don't drag them over there to the UK to do it. Now, at the same time, I think Andy Ruiz should go whatever they ask him to. But on top of all of that, Anthony Joshua, what kind of fucking contract did y'all have? Seriously, man. Like, his shit is not as tight as I thought it was. He sit up here talking about, I don't even know if we got a rematch clause or not. And this, that, and the third. And then y'all let Andy Ruiz dictate to y'all. What kind of contract did y'all draft up? That's what I want to know. Andy Ruiz is not supposed to have a choice. Okay? He's not supposed to have a choice. Period. Because at the end of the day, whether people want to believe it or not, the A side is the person who holds the most draw and attracts the most money. That's the A side in boxing. You would like to think it's the person with all the belts and all that. Yeah, that helps. But the A side is the cash cow. That's really who the A side is. You know what I'm saying? You can have a belt and all that and still not be the A side. Not really. So I think that he should go whatever he wants. But I think it looks bad if Anthony Joshua wants to go fight in the UK. And I think it looks bad that Andy Ruiz doesn't want to go fight in the UK. You already know where I think it should be. It shouldn't be Madison Square Garden again, but have it in Los Angeles. Why not? Go ahead and have that in Los Angeles. That'll be a good turnout. Anthony Joshua, he need to stop acting like his people will not board the plane and come right back over here. You know what I'm saying? UK people are conditioned to come over here. Not like Americans is conditioned to go over there. UK people is more conditioned to come over here. It's really like nothing. They do all the time. You know what I'm saying? And they're hardcore boxing fans. They're not like Americans. They will follow you to the ends of the earth. So come over here and do it and win the fight. That's the only way I can give you credit. Matter of fact, Anthony Joshua doesn't even have to win the fight. He just has to come back and fight in the United States. And even with a loss, he'll still be my man. Still. You know what I'm saying? But going over to UK, that lets me know you got a little protection system going on and shit like that. And if that's the same shit I flame Deontay Wilder and Al Heyman for, what I look like not saying that shit about Joshua? I'm sorry, I'm just not cut like that. But anyways, that's my opinion on it. You can leave your thoughts in the comment section. Bruce Vane, I'm out.